is First Coast Living.
Hello and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Jordan Wilkerson.
And I'm David Vinfield. Thank you for joining us on Friday Eve.
That's
I hope you guys
right.
have a good morning.
It is Thursday. We've got some folks behind us. We'll tell you who in just a bit. Gonna have a fun show today.
Yeah.
But we do want to remind you, hurricane season starts on Monday, June
That's
1st. Not looking forward to it. I hope we have a season like last year.
Yeah.
We were very lucky, very blessed last year.
So Lou said something yesterday, and so we
had a meeting.
We have a
about
big
it.
meeting right before hurricane season, so everybody can be prepared. Because remember, we're journalists here, and so sometimes we're here like 12 on, 12 off if something actually happens, right? So one of the things that he was talking about is it's predicted to be like a kind of
lower than average
season, right? However, right, so is 1992. And so it was anticipated that we were going to get fewer storms in 92, but Hurricane Andrew came through.
It only takes one.
Absolutely destroyed Miami.
Right.
Changed building codes in the state and across the country. And so you really do need to be prepared for that, right? So this is not to spook anybody, scare anybody. Hopefully nothing ever happens, but you do need to make sure that you have a plan.
And we will help you with that. Saturday and Monday, you can watch our hurricane special on WJXX. And then I believe the next Saturday, it will be on NBC 12.
That's right.
So every year they do a wonderful hurricane special. Our weather team comes together to get you guys informed, get you all the information you need, know your zone, what to pack, things like that, you know, if you have an emergency bag. So tune into that.
Yeah, it's very cool. They work really hard on that, and it is very important, and it can keep you safe.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, back to the fun stuff,
let's
shall we?
have some fun.
Okay, let's do this. Foodies, are you looking for your next place to grab lunch or maybe dinner? Or hey, they also have breakfast. Today we're going to take you to Coastal Kitchen. It's inside the Hilton at the Mayo Clinic. And that food did not disappoint. It was absolutely delicious and it was healthy. Plus, we will see art happening live right here on First Coast Living with artist Amy. She's Art with Amy. You see her there. I can't wait to see what she's got going on. We'll be checking in with her throughout the show. And we're almost to the weekend, so just hang in there a little bit longer. We're going to show you all the fun things you can do right here on the First Coast. And you know, every weekend there's always something going on that is so much fun, right, David?
All right, June is Pride Month, so the Carissa T. Wade is here to tell us all about the activities and events happening around town. So good to see you again.
You too. It's great to be back.
Okay, so what's going on with Pride Month?
Well, it's jumping all over, from kicking off May the 31st for our brunch at the Hyatt, all the way to the Pulse Memorials, all the way to Gay Days, 35th anniversary Gay Days in Orlando, Fernandina Pride. We've got a ton of things. Giant gay dance party at the Oak Club 5,
right
which is going to be crazy because, you know, they want me to dance for that. And at this age, it's going to be dangerous, okay? It's going to be like a little bit of hokey pokey with a bad hip, you know, that kind of
shimmy a little bit?
Shimmy a little, you know?
Okay, so when does Jacksonville normally have our Pride?
In October. Supposedly it's cooler in October. It's never cooler in October.
Right, yeah.
We're sweating in places that's not Christian, you know? We're a mess in October.
Okay, so that's amazing. Okay, so let me ask you, and this is kind of a serious question, so why is Pride so important?
Well, especially with the heated climates we have and stuff going on, it's really important to let people know you're exactly created the way you're supposed to be.
That's right.
You're loved, you matter, and life is going to be easier than what you think it's going to be. The hard times today are not going to be hard tomorrow, but it's about acceptance and love. The worst thing we could ever do is disown our children and things like that, and then later they harm themselves and do self-harm. Right. You know, you'll look back at that and say, all I had to do was love my child. So it's really important to stop the hate and add more love. The world's already crazy enough.
I could not agree more.
Absolutely.
I could not agree more. Love will always make everything all better, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, it really will.
Absolutely.
And if you lead with kindness and with love, you'll get it back in spades, right?
Right, absolutely.
It's so cool. Okay, so let's talk about the Fernandina Pride.
Fernandina Pride is June the 6th. I'll be driving all the way from Orlando for 3 hours just to be able to host the Pride. And then they have me being the celebrity for their Pride parades. That means people must have canceled. You know what I'm saying?
Stop!
But no, it's my second year doing it. I love it so much. I'll be tabling with Rebel Recovery for people with substance abuse as well and substance use to help people with their addictions and meet them on their pathway as well.
I think that's beautiful. That's
gonna be
very
incredible.
cool. You're doing all kinds of great stuff, helping
All the
a lot of
time.
lives.
We love to help and do as much as we can. We do tons of charity fundraising. We're back doing that again at Legacy Hell Works. So that's going to be incredible too.
All right, so a little bit. This is a little bit more of a sensitive deal, but it's Pulse's 10-year anniversary.
10-year anniversary of Pulse, and we're going to be having a memorial reading the names and talking about why it's so important. There's a big bench there for AIDS Memorial Project for someone who passed away down in Orlando during the shooting. So it's the 10th year for that. It's a really somber event, but we're going to try to keep it a little bit upbeat as much as we can.
Yeah.
But we always have to remember that's another reason why Pride is so important, because things like that hatred can cause you to do such horrible things, and we don't want a repeating of that. We want to remind people 49 lives were lost and tons of people were harmed as well.
It's brutal.
It is. It's rough.
Okay, so let's try to flip this back a little
Right,
bit.
pick it up a little bit.
Okay, so let me ask you, what's Carissa got going on?
Well, I am all over the place, from hosting bingos at Park Place to Legacy to being in St. Augustine, Ann O'Malley's, Cafe 11, Third Space, everywhere all over the sun. Like I said, I'm hosting at the 35th anniversary of Gay Days down in Orlando, Florida.
That's very cool.
I'll be doing the Red Shirt Day at the zoo on the 14th, so that's going to be incredible. So I'm going to be everywhere. I'm hoping they don't throw me in with the manatees. Now we have the manatees. A lot of them think I've escaped.
Let's talk about the event at the zoo real quick. Tell me a little bit more about that.
It's a Wear Your Red t-shirt just showing solidarity and pride. That's exactly what happened at Gay Days 35 years ago. There was a group of people wearing red t-shirts that all got together and met, and it grew into this giant festival.
I think that's
so that's what we're going to be doing at the zoo. Just another way locally of showing our love and support for everyone. Because Pride is not about whether you're gay, straight, or however you identify. It's about loving each other and being proud of who you are.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Let's bring everybody into the fold
Absolutely.
with a
That's
big
what
old
it's
giant
about.
open arms. And so I'm going to give you a hug.
Ah, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for being here, Carissa. Thank you for
Absolutely.
being an amazingly beautiful person. I really do appreciate everything that you do for every walk
Thank
of
you
life.
so much for
thank
having
you so
me. I
very much.
appreciate it so much. And
It's our
happy
pleasure.
Pride, everybody.
Absolutely. Jordan, what you got?
Well, you can enjoy some great music, all for a great cause. We're talking about the Flounder Pounder Music Festival, and we've got Chip Davis and Piper Nix. Great to see you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Jordan, for always having us on.
Okay, of course. We've heard Flounder Pounder for years. It was a fishing tournament turning into a music fest, and you've already had one so far. So
Right.
tell us about it.
Well, we did one on March 21st down at Palm Valley Outdoors and actually just blew the lid off of that. And
Awesome.
usually I like to do one event a year, and I was like, I don't want to wait.
Yeah.
So I went to Keith at Lynch's, and I said, I think I can do something great here. And then we just kind of been collaborating. And now coming up this Saturday, we're going to have 9 bands down there.
Oh
we're
my
going to rock. We're
gosh.
going to start at 11 o'clock in the morning. And, we're just creating a lot of awareness. Flounder
Yeah.
Pounder is a brand.
Right.
I mean, and this is what we're all about. But I love music.
Yeah.
It's a
Who
good
does?
time.
It's like going to bring everybody together,
it
right?
bridges the gap.
Yeah.
Some people just weren't always into fishing, and I love my fishing tournament. But I've just met so many more people in this musical stuff, and everybody loves music.
Yeah, it might bring more people.
It might bring more people
And more
They're going to
awareness.
be in for a good show. I can tell you that.
Yes, so what are you bringing? I know, but tell everyone what you're bringing awareness for.
For autism.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, everything I do is in honor of Tyler, who just turned 21, who
Yes,
will be
happy
there.
birthday,
Happy birthday to my son Tyler.
Aw.
He'll be there with us Saturday. He's the first VIP on the list, and
Yeah.
he loves music. I mean, we have a hit set list that we go through when we're going to school, and it's Metallica, Saliva, Offspring. And we just went to
Wow.
Rockville, so I just went to
Oh,
Rockville. Yeah, we
cool.
saw Offspring and Foo Fighters.
Oh, I bet he had so much
He
fun.
was rocking. He was a rock star, and I just love doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned nine
Nine
bands,
bands,
not
yep.
musicians. So who can we expect?
We got Seda Davidson, who's going to kick it off. She's a phenomenal talent. And just so many good local bands here in town, but we're capping it off at the end with Julia Gulia
Okay.
and Andrew Jones.
Yep.
You know those
Yep.
guys. He's amazing, and they're going to be playing something that we're going to reveal here soon because every time I've come on this show, I've always brought the baddest trophy
Yes.
in town.
I know, it's so
but I've
cool.
got something badder than any of those trophies. I don't want to say that on but I have something. Don't open the
He's
box.
very proud.
I got something very proud.
Not yet. I
Not
can't
yet.
wait
Okay.
though. Okay, so really quickly too, is this a ticketed event?
No, it's free.
Oh,
free.
is
It's
it
free.
really?
Yep, it's free. It's free. Anybody, I just kind of tell people, the capacity is 257.
Okay.
If you get there late, you'll be in a line. But we got a couple giveaways. I'm giving away some free VIP passes, that we'll be
Oh.
drawing today off our Instagram.
Oh, so go ahead there.
So what you're going to be able to do is walk right by all the people and get in the front because we're going to run everybody through the back, and I got vendors set up outside.
Oh, very cool.
And I want to really thank Keith, and I want to thank my title sponsor, All Pro Roofing.
Oh,
Yeah,
awesome.
Sonny Lloyd, them are
Making it happen.
Making it happen. I mean, I needed money to help put on an event, and they came on board and did it. So freaking love it.
All right. Well, I
Yeah.
think it's time to
They're
maybe
You ready?
reveal the wonderful. Yeah. So what? Preface this real quick.
This was done by Kevin Range, is a
Okay.
local talent here in Jacksonville that builds tables and all that. And he said, Chip, I want to build you a guitar. So I thought he was going to build me like
What?
a fake replica.
Right.
This thing right here
Oh my
is
gosh.
something that can blow
how
your freaking
beautiful.
mind. And look at that. That's maple. And on the back, I don't know if the cameras can see that.
It's like etched in
It's
the
etched
logo.
in, yeah, it's all etched in.
Flounder
Flounder Pounder, and it's got guitars, but we're gonna be raffling this bad boy off. It's a $10 raffle ticket, and we're gonna go
Okay.
for a whole month. I'm gonna go for a whole month.
Wonderful.
And then we're gonna draw it live at Lynch's before Julia Gulia plays, and let Andrew Jones kick a riff on it.
Oh
and then we're
my
gonna give it to some
gosh.
lucky person. But it's so beautiful.
It's really
Come down and
beautiful.
see it on Saturday. He's got multiple guitars we'll have down there, and we're gonna rock and roll.
Very cool. What does it take, Piper, to put something like this together? I know this is a lot of work.
His mind, honestly. He had it planned out since the first minute he said, I'm going to do it.
Aw,
He already had everything lined up.
Right.
She inspired me. She told me to go for what I wanted to do. We're great friends, and she said, I need to do something that's gonna rekindle my fire.
Right, right.
And I'm a promoter, and I promote well and all that. Now I'm into music, and I don't think I'll ever go back to fishing. I don't ever want to say no, but it's
Yeah.
straightforward into music. from
Yeah,
here
you
on
want
out.
to change things up a
We're
bit.
gonna-
So
we're
tell
gonna
everyone where they can get more information.
You can
or
get
donate even.
Well, you don't really have to donate anything. Just come down and support.
Okay.
Let's just pack Lynch's. Let's just make it happen. Come down to see us. We'll be at Lynch's Irish Pub all day, 11 to 2. I might even get on and play a little bit. Hey, big shout out to my sunglass maker out there, Miggy Sunglass out of Roanoke, Virginia. They're the
Oh my
best.
God.
Working with everybody. I love it. Well, thank you
Love-
guys so much for
Thank you,
joining
George.
us and
You're
for
the-
what you do.
you're
Yeah,
awesome.
bring it in.
I love you guys.
And nice to meet you,
Nice
Piper.
to
And
meet
Dave,
you.
we're going
Thank
to
you,
toss it over to you.
All right, guys, let's welcome life coach Ely Liao Warren. So she's here to tell us all about Inspired from surviving to thriving. Thank you so very much for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
I really appreciate your
it.
time. So what is Inspired?
Great question. Inspired is a boutique, heart-centered life coaching practice based in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
We do Zoom and in-person sessions too,
Okay.
and actually work with people internationally. And we help thoughtful, high-achieving clients create more balance, more fulfillment, and more happiness in their lives.
Right on.
So a lot of times people come to us when they feel either stuck or stressed or burnt out.
Right.
Or they just want to live a little bit more optimized.
Gotcha. I dig that. Okay, so what was the catalyst? Why'd you start this?
I feel like it started when I was 12. I was a big nerd and I read a lot of self-development and books around self-development and psychology.
Okay.
And then fast forward to when I was in my late 20s, I actually got a life coach. And that life coach helped create a customized roadmap for me, challenge limiting beliefs that I didn't know I had. And just completely turned my life around.
That's
then,
great.
Then the pandemic hit.
Right.
And there was so much chaos going on in the world, sadness, stress. And I was working my corporate job at the time. So I just felt this deep desire to want to serve at a deeper, purposeful level. And it brought me back to coaching and how it changed my life, right?
Yeah.
So I got board certified, and I'm grateful to be among the 5% of coaches who are board certified.
Oh,
But,
wow.
Yeah, but more importantly, just I feel like I'm living part of my purpose in life.
I love that. That is amazing. You know, it's interesting. I feel like everybody kind of needs, there's always somebody who sees more in you than you see in yourself,
Yeah.
right? And they pull that out of you.
Yes.
Right? And I think like almost everybody needs one of those kind of folks. And so so let me ask you, so why do you think so many people today feel overwhelmed? They feel, unfulfilled or stressed out constantly, when things make look successful, maybe on the outside?
Mm-hmm. That's an interesting question, and I feel like it's something that a lot of people struggle with. I think the best way to answer that question is through an example of a recent client who I worked with.
Okay.
So let's call her Mandy.
Sure.
Mandy came to me and she looked really successful on the outside and looked like she had it all together.
Mm-hmm.
But on the inside, she was struggling with balance, with juggling family, career, relationship with her husband.
Absolutely.
And her self-care, and of course the societal expectations too that exist.
Absolutely.
And so we work through time-tested tools and strategies and really helped change her life and change mindsets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she said it completely changed her, and she said it was the best investment that she's ever made.
Whoa.
Because I think a lot of times we invest as people, we invest so heavily on everybody else and we kind of forget about ourselves.
Absolutely, yeah. So let me ask you, what makes coaching different from therapy?
That's probably the most common question that I'm asked from clients. So there's a couple key differences. The first is therapy is the medical model. That typically follows a diagnosis, and it is more focused on mental health conditions, treating mental health conditions. And coaching is more of the developmental and learning model. We use different modalities. The second key difference is that therapy is focused on the past. Life coaching is focused on the present and the future.
That's interesting. That's pretty cool.
Yes. So, David, if you're driving in the car from here to or from home to here, and you are looking in the rearview mirror, that is like therapy.
Gotcha.
And looking through the windshield is like coaching.
Dig it.
Although it's great to spend time looking in the rearview mirror, we want to spend the majority of our time.
But not at the expense of the future.
Yes.
Right? Not so you don't crash into something that you didn't see coming because you were too busy looking in behind.
Exactly.
Right? That's amazing. Okay, so where do we go to learn some more information?
You go to, well, we have complimentary discovery sessions, so feel free to go to www.enspird.com.
Okay.
Or call or text 904-701-8898.
Perfect. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.
Jordan, what do we have coming up?
All right, well, still to come, we are going to be seeing some art happening live right here on First Coast Living with Art by Amy. Cannot wait, hey girl. And we're going to be taking a look at the weekend events happening across the First Coast and your window to the weekend event guide. Stick around, we'll be right back.
Happy 250th birthday, America. To be young again. St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, and the beaches. Welcome to the new world.
When we started Morgan & Morgan 35 years ago,
we promised to fight for the people.
Decades later, that promise hasn't changed.
We've seen too many families struggle when they shouldn't have to.
That's why we're here.
With $30 billion recovered and the fight to keep going.
We've become America's largest injury law firm for a reason.
Size matters, reputation matters, results matter.
There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
For the people.
And the families.
It's Bear's Memorial Day sale. Discover top mattress brands all in one place. Save up to $1,000 on mattress sets. Plus, get a $75 MasterCard reward on a Beautyrest Black purchase. Customize your comfort with an adjustable motion base and rest easy with our 90-day sleep trial. With free old mattress removal and fast delivery, you'll sleep like a bear in no time. Bears, quality furnishings and interior design.
Domino! Well, look at that, another win for me. Since you're new here, I'll give you another chance. That's how they roll on Hard Rock Bet. If you don't win money on your first day, then you get to try again.
Introducing games powered by Passwater Racing. Start betting with 20 cents anywhere in Florida 24/7.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Win money your first 24 hours or get a games bonus back up to $100.
All right, sales, you cover follow-up. Service, oil changes, your zone. Finance, stay tight on those approvals. No one, I mean no one, gets through without great care. Y'all got me?
Yes, Coach.
Now go out there and stick with your customers.
Ready, ready.
From game plan to great service, Butler Toyota Jacksonville sticks with you.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports, to me it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
The age of discovery didn't end 500 years ago. It's alive and well today. St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, and the Beaches. Welcome to the new world.
Welcome back. We are in for a special treat today, a live painting by Amy of Art by Amy, who I met at the ECS for Kids event that David and I were emceeing. She was painting live portraits for the attendees. It was so cool to watch. Great to see you again. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Glad
So I
to
have
be
to
here.
start it with this picture here that she did of us at that event. I just think it is so fabulous that you were able to just like sit down at the event. People were able to walk up and you were just painting them live.
It was a lot of fun.
It was so much fun.
It makes the experience really meaningful.
It was really cool for a party, a very unique experience. So tell us about yourself as an artist and what ultimately inspired your business.
So as I was going through school, I feel like in college they teach you how to make art, but not
Right.
necessarily the tools to create art and make money, and it was a really difficult bridge for me to you know,
it's like I got
get
the
that
degree,
gap
now
right.
what?
I know how to
Yeah.
make art, but now how do I make money? So
Right.
for a while I really struggled kind of figuring out the best way to make art that was meaningful to people, and for me it became finding a way to make the experience something they were part of.
Right.
And being in hospitality throughout college, I felt very comfortable talking to people, but it took me time to get to the level of being an illustrator where I felt comfortable enough to do it in front of people while also entertaining them and being able to have a good time. And I think that's, as an artist, a level of confidence that we all kind of struggle with. And doing markets has helped me really gain that confidence and have a good time with it.
Yeah, you're really involved with the community, events, markets. Talk about how important that is for you.
I try to be. I grew up in a time where I feel like, or in a place where it was kind of difficult to be involved, and this is such a big city, and children are so important to me, being able to be involved with them, being at markets and being with fur parents. I'm a fur parent. Like I have that connection with people, and I'm able to enjoy that closeness. So being able to make art that's meaningful is really, like I said, important to me, finding those connections. So working with nonprofits, creating artwork that they can auction off for the benefits of, you know, funding, or working with projects that are really meaningful with kids in the community has been very important for me.
I think that's wonderful. All right, so tell everyone what you've started here for today.
So this is where I started overall. My connection to a lot of my viewers is pets, because I do not have children, and my fur baby is my baby.
Yes.
So I love that, like, they're my people. So it's a good time. I've worked with a lot of the dog parks in the community.
Oh,
Canine
very
Social,
cool.
Brewhound,
Yeah.
Southern Swells is a good one, Forever Vets, and basically what I do at the markets is a smaller version of this. It's a 5x7.
Okay.
I just get a photo from them, generally an airdrop, and these are your babies
I know,
today.
Brody and
So
Walter.
we got a little bit of a larger size so we could really see it on camera, but she has them kind of separate in the picture, and a lot of times that's what happens. Not all siblings get along, is what I like to say. So we can make that happen, take some artistic liberties and make a nice little quick picture. They generally at the market take about 15-20 minutes at most. I do up to 2 animals that size.
That's
and people can walk
awesome.
around, get some coffee, come back, and they get that immediate gratification to take with them.
What a cool
you know?
gift idea too.
It
So
is.
even though I think this looks fantastic as is, you're not done.
No,
Okay, all
I
right.
like to go back in and get some nice, you know, twinkle in the eye, and that's why it's really fun to let people watch, or they walk away and
And
they
then come back and see the
because it's a really
masterpiece.
nice opportunity to wow.
Okay, well, we're going to check back in and get wowed some more. So I'm going to let you get back to work real quick. How can folks find you?
They can find me at artbyamy.net, or if they're really into Instagram, I try to post everything on there at
Yeah, she's really-
I try, guys.
You're very
I'm a
active on there.
one-woman show, but I'm trying to make it happen. Definitely
great.
email is probably the most efficient way to contact me.
Okay.
artbyamy23@gmail.com.
All right,
So,
well, we'll let you get back to work. And in the meantime, we'll be right back after this break.
Perfect.
Skincare can start in the laundry room. That's why I always recommend All Free Clear for sensitive skin. It's free of dyes and perfume.
It's a key part of my self-care routine, and it's gentle for my skin and hers too.
For an effective clean that's gentle on skin, all you need is All Free Clear.
I hit the concrete. I was in the worst pain I have ever been in my life. I decided to call Morgan & Morgan. Working with them was so easy. You don't pay them a dime unless they win. Call Morgan & Morgan.
It's Lots Furniture's incredible Memorial Day savings event. Save up to 50% off the most fashionable looks for every room. Plus, enjoy buy one, get one half off savings on all Lazy Boy recliners. There's additional savings on all of our top brands. Experience your best sleep and save up to $1,000 on select Beautyrest Black adjustable sets. Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable sets during the Memorial Day savings event. On now.
Lots Furniture.
In Waycross and Fernandina Beach.
Howard works from home. I try to keep things professional. Excuse me. But stuff happens.
And leveraging our cutting edge.
So now Howard and his wife are working with Community First on a home equity loan to make renovations to his home with no closing costs and special low rates. So Howard can build the office of his dreams. So live your best life with Community First. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org.
I love bling, I love to shine. They were plain when I bought these glasses. I had to bling them up. My name is Alma, and I've been with Conviva about 20 years. I can put a rhinestone on anything. Well, I don't feel like a senior, but I know I'm getting to be a senior. And I'm proud that Conviva caters to us seniors because the people there make you feel like they care about you. They make me feel good about my whole well-being. They don't just look at me as a patient. The doctor that I have now, I've been with her from the very first day I came in this building. It's like she's a family member to me now. She never rushed me. She's always asked me before she leaves, is there anything else? Conviva gets me. I love to create. I love to sew. When I walk in, they see my sparkle. I love it.
Choose a senior-focused doctor who makes you feel heard, not hurried. Schedule a tour today. Conviva Senior Primary Care.
When your future takes a hit, when a split second turns into a lifetime, you need a lawyer who will stand up for you.
For your family, for your injuries, for what's right.
When you feel powerless, it's time to use the system that can give you your power back.
When you're in the fight of your life, we're ready to stand up with you.
Protecting you and your family is what we say, because it's what we do. Farah and Farah, here for you, here for good.
I'm Brad. No, I'm Brad. No, you're Justin. Is the thought of selling your property this confusing? We're Prime Buyers and twin brothers, making it easy to sell your house for cash. We've dealt with every situation: rundown rentals, serious repairs, foreclosure, divorce, family disputes. You don't need to fix a thing. So before you call a realtor, save the commission and let's talk. I think we may be the right property buyer for you. Call Prime Buyers at 904-267-0000.
Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Welcome back. It is now time for Rain or Shine with meteorologist Mike Prangley.
And we can finally say rain. None of this
Yeah.
shine stuff. In fact, you take a look. Here's Jacksonville, and we're you've heard of the Caribbean Queen, right? You hear the song. So I said this is like a Caribbean
that
Queen
song.
pattern. We got tropical moisture all the way to the Caribbean and even Central America. So pretty impressive there. And it's just pointing our way. So it's
Kind of
that-
making up for the lost time that we
Oh,
didn't have
it
rain,
is.
right?
It is. In fact, this will help put a dent in the drought. So today,
Good.
Duval kids getting out of school, half day should be okay. But look what happens
yeah.
on the way home. We got the weather impact alert 2 to 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And we're going to start to see those storms really start to fill in. Could see quickly 1-2 inches of rain per hour. So something we haven't seen. And it includes the beaches with
Big
the best
raindrops.
chance of rain. So the beaches finally getting on the rain. And it would be the highest chance of rain in the last 2 weeks. It's just been too dry. And once the rain gets here, one of those nights where I'm looking forward to maybe falling asleep to a little bit of rain.
Yes, I love that. When are you saying that is? Tonight?
And that would be tonight. Yeah. Now we do have a weather impact alert for the roads. Also the flooding. So we got to slow it down. And notice as we go into the next couple of days, we're going to start to see that flood risk go from Georgia right into Jacksonville as we go into Friday and Saturday. So this weather impact alert here to stay at least through Sunday. May have to extend it into next week. All the models agreeing 2, 3, 4 inches or more of rain
I like
for your
that graphic.
weekend. This is big. Not a total washout, but like today, rounds of rain, peaking in the afternoon and evening, so the earlier the better on all your plans.
Thank you so much for that, Mike.
You got it.
All right, over to you, David.
Right now, there is a great opportunity for young adults who are entering the workforce, and here to tell us all about it is Don Emmerich and Amari Lombell. Thank you both for being here today. I really do appreciate your time, Don. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Okay, so tell us about City Year Jacksonville. What is this organization?
Yeah, well, we're a part of a national organization. City Year Jacksonville, the chapter here, started in 2013.
Oh, cool.
The national organization started in 1988. So we've been here since 2013. We have two missions. One is to put AmeriCorps members, young people 18 to 25, into 9 of our public schools, elementary and middle, to work on math, reading, attendance, and behavior. And so they put in like 50 hours a week, 1,700 hours a year in our schools, and we're really making an impact. The other piece of that is to get them ready for life after City Year, and that's the workforce development piece. And so next week we have 56 people that are young people that are graduating and ready to enter the workforce.
That's amazing. Okay, so what is the importance? Let's talk about the importance of that graduation.
Oh my gosh. Well, 56 young people. You've seen their growth from the time that they started, back in July of last year until now. Just completely different, and it gives you a lot of pride to know that this is the future, that this is our young people that are going into the workforce, that are going to be doing service and being the next civic leaders.
Okay, so let's talk about the skills that they learn and why are they so important right now?
Yeah, when you're thinking about 50 hours in a classroom working with young people and teachers and adults and principals, think about the skills that they're learning: conflict resolution, communication, relationship building. That is what workforce is looking for. That, the age of AI, right? So if you are able to develop relationships and be agile and be able to work with flexibility in a workplace, boy, those are the skill sets that the employers want these days, and we're able to produce that.
Absolutely, and it just makes you a good person to be able to communicate and work with others and work on relationship skills and things like that, right?
That's right.
It goes beyond the workforce, it goes into your daily life too.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. Okay, so Amari, let's switch, so let's turn over to you now. So why did you choose City Year?
I chose City Year because it gave me the opportunity to build professional and personal skills. I wanted to be a clinical mental health counselor, and I just got in at UNF.
Nice, congratulations.
Thank you so much. And through this time at CDR, I've really just been able to grow in those spots, and it's been something that's really helped me throughout. I had a manager, one of the managers on staff, she really helped a lot.
Okay, so what would you say to some students who are out there who maybe they're on the fence, maybe they don't know if they should, reach out to City Year? What would you tell them?
I'd say go for it 100%. It is a amazing opportunity for a year to build connections, to build relationships, just to grow as a professional in total. If you don't know where you want to go, just take the year, and then they're able to really help develop a lot of those skills.
That is cool. Okay, so if you had to pick out one experience from City Year that you think really sums up the whole, your time with them, what would that be? Oh, I put you right on the spot.
Oh, yes. I guess really just my time at Landmark Middle School. It's been amazing to take the time to grow up my kids and to build those connections with my team. It's just been amazing. It's something I wouldn't trade this for the world. I wouldn't trade this year for anything.
That's cool. Okay, Don, so bring it home, sell it to the folks here. We got about 30 seconds.
Yeah, if anyone is interested, whether you want to be the next AmeriCorps or student success coach, a volunteer or donor, go to cityyear.org. That's where you can find all the information, and we welcome all the support.
I love it. Thank you so very much. Hey, and congratulations on getting into the University of North Florida. Don, you're doing great work. Thank you so very much. All right, guys, Jordan is going to take us out to Coastal Kitchen. Let's take a look.
What's up, foodies? I'm out here at Coastal Kitchen with Chef Andrew. Thank you so much for having me today.
Happy to have y'all. Welcome in.
And we're inside the Hilton at Mayo, right?
Yes. We've got a big, beautiful hotel, beautiful restaurants, outstanding meeting space. Really excited to showcase it with y'all.
Yes, and you've been inside of our kitchen, and the food was exquisite. I cannot wait to try some other dishes that you brought, and of course, some of the delicious cocktails. But before we get into that, Y'all have won some awards. I mean, fairly new, and then all of these awards.
It's been a wild 6 months. We've just recently found out that we won a Hilton Brand Award for Best New Development in the entire Hilton brand.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Congratulations.
Additionally, within our own company, we've won the Opening Hotel of the Year last year.
Wow.
Yes.
And Hotel Bar, even?
And Hotel Bar. Jacksonville says that, we've got the best hotel bar.
All right.
So excited to showcase, excited to show it off.
All right, so how would you describe your menu here?
My menu is really geared toward wellness in addition to not really sacrificing flavor.
Right, and I mean the presentation also beautiful.
Oh, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
So maybe I'll start with this one. What do we have here?
This is our tuna poke bowl. It's one of my
so
favorite
beautiful.
things. We've got a fantastic poke seasoned rice, beautifully marinated tuna, crispy wonton strips, fresh sliced avocado, wakame salad, a little bit of jalapeno for that extra zip, and then some freshly diced pineapple as well.
That is absolutely amazing.
Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh, that flavor is outstanding. Wow.
Super tasty.
Very fresh, very light, very flavorful. Let me take one more bite. Okay. Wow, love that. All right, now this big plate here. Holy cow, this thing is massive.
Winner, chicken dinner.
There you
One of
go.
my favorite things on the menu here. So this is my smoked half chicken. In the back of the house, we call it the yardie.
The yardie.
Yep, beautifully roasted vegetables, beautiful roasted Brussels sprouts, carrots, brined half chicken. So what we'd like to do is we brine our half chickens for about a half a day or so we can retain some of that juice in there. Smoke it really quick, hot, fast. It's about 45 minutes to an hour smoke in there.
Amazing.
Just to really, really seal in that flavor as we roast it off.
It is, and so moist and juicy and
delightful.
Oh my gosh. And what I do love, I mean, you mentioned like wellness. I feel like this is, very nutritious. It's good for me, and I feel good eating it. Okay, now this.
My miso
look at
glazed
this.
salmon. Treading into a little bit of that miso territory.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Then the cool thing under here is, my favorite part is the ancient grains. Ancient grains, we've got a blend of farro and quinoa on there. Nicely roasted off. I enjoy steeping those in a little bit of vegetable stock, just to capture a little bit more flavor. Season it with a little bit of fennel, anise, a little bit of extra coriander, cumin. Touch that in there, and then finish it off with some fresh roasted vegetables.
What I love too, that like crispy outer skin, or is it skin or just seared?
That one's
skinless.
That one's skinless.
So it's just the sear itself has that crispiness.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love the texture. And the flavor. Chef, you're amazing.
Oh, thanks.
Now we do have to talk about the drinks here a little bit because obviously winning the award for best, one of the best bars,
Best
right?
hotel bar.
But one thing, I love my espresso martinis. Not all places have espresso machines to make espresso martinis with, but you do.
I do have an espresso machine, yes.
Cheers,
100%.
I'm gonna try it.
We've been, tackling this recipe to make sure it's the best that we've got in the market.
It is.
And it's fresh.
Best. Oh my gosh.
That's the difference between a okay martini and a fantastic martini is that fresh espresso, in my opinion.
Okay, and now I'm gonna try this other one.
So that's our Southern Kiss. So we've got
pretty.
a really beautiful peach vodka in
Smells
there.
good.
Bright, beautiful, colorful.
Oh, nice and light and refreshing.
Yeah.
And I love the little garnish here.
Perfect for summer.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
Everything I've tried has been absolutely amazing. Of course, they do have the banquet halls here so you can have your events, and they also have an outdoor space too for your events.
It's a beautiful,
That is
beautiful
really
space.
cool. The outdoor bar, the pool. I mean, it just keeps getting better and better. So make sure you check out Coastal Kitchen at the Hilton in Jacksonville at Mayo Clinic. I don't know which one I want to finish. I want to finish them all.
Please do.
I think I'm going to have one more bite of this one, though. So thank you. Hats off to you. And if you'd like to see this interview again, everyone, just head to First Coast News Plus.
Have a seat, Tom.
You wouldn't have a barbershop quartet deliver bad news.
Unfortunately, we have some bad news.
You're being laid off, effective immediately. You have already been locked out of your email and someone will escort you out of the building. So long.
Just like you wouldn't have anyone but Morgan & Morgan handle your injury case. With over $30 billion recovered for our clients, there's a reason to go big. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
This May, Renewal by Andersen wants to give you a huge win. You can have our award-winning windows and doors right now, and you don't have to pay us a dime for 2 years. Save it, spend it, go buy a pony. Whatever you want to do. And choosing Renewal by Andersen to replace your windows and doors makes your home worth more. 3 out of 4 real estate agents surveyed agree Andersen products increase a home's value by at least 10%. And if you live in a part of Florida that's in the hurricane zone, you can't afford to risk it with vinyl windows. Vinyl just doesn't hold up. Engineered with our reinforced Fibrex material, Renewal by Andersen has an impact replacement window that will continue to protect your home long after others have failed. No shutters required. And you don't pay us a dime until May of 2028. Call 904-925-6700.
Over 250 years ago, we didn't like the taxes, so we dumped the tea. Now with the Ram Declaration of Deals, we're pledging our allegiance to the American people. 0% financing for 60 months on select 2026 models, or we'll cover your sales tax, plus no monthly payments for 90 days, and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Nothing stops Ram.
Or purchase and get 2.9% financing for 72 months, plus $5,000 total bonus cash allowance on the 2026 Ram 1500 Laramie Crew Cab. See your local Ram dealer.
It's Behr's Memorial Day sale, where the savings are too good to miss. Enjoy 40% off, plus an extra 10% off store-wide, with incredible deals on your favorite premium brands. Save big on Behr's Best Buys. Beautiful beds, comfortable sofas, and refined dining tables. With special financing available, white glove delivery, and the best prices guaranteed. Behr's, quality furnishings and interior design.
It's about time.
I had a true partner in my health, that my aches and pains aren't dismissed.
That my health needs aren't treated the same way
as mine.
With Conviva Care Center, it's about time.
Actually, 50% more time with my doctor.
To get the answers I need.
Conviva has been taking care of seniors for more than 50 years.
Finally, I have a team of experts
taking a proactive approach
to help me be my healthiest.
At Conviva, our time is spent making sure you make the most of yours. Schedule a tour today.
Well, I am back with Amy of Art by Amy, who has been painting a portrait of my pooches. Yes. We've got Brody and Walter here. So you have done such an amazing job. And normally she does it pretty, you said 15 to 20 minutes when you're out on location at markets and things like that. But she's really taken her time because we wanted her to kind of do it throughout the show. But I love what you've done so far. She still wants to go in with a few more things.
Yes, watercolor is a really fun medium because it generally has a mind of its own. And I really like allowing it to kind of do its magic.
Right.
If I have the time, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's pretty quick.
If you got a line of people, you want to kind of move
Or
quickly.
when we do the guest portraits, like at weddings and things like that, people sit for 5 to 8 minutes. You guys, we got a snap of you on the stage. So
right,
it was
she
like
used a
very
picture.
quick.
Yeah.
So this is from a photo, and the fun thing about watercolor is it likes to spread and it likes to kind of do its own thing. So once it's done, I generally like to go in with a little bit of acrylic highlight paint and maybe some line work and really give it that definition, and you can really see your pup's personalities.
Okay, so you do markets, you do events, private, nonprofit, I mean lots of different things. So if somebody wants to book you, how do they go about doing that?
So what I recommend is people go to my website, artbyamy.net, and then they can put in a submission from there. So,
okay, wonderful.
Yeah, it helps because it gives me the opportunity to give you an accurate estimate of distance, how long we're going to be there, how many people are going to be there. Do you prefer the photos taken before the event and then you can send them as thank you cards, or do they want them at the end of the night? Do they want it painted live? There's a lot of options, and I try to cater to whatever connection they feel would work best with their event.
Right. No, it was wonderful at the ECS for Kids event. That's where you saw that little video of her. She was painting a picture of me and David, and it was just so cool to see you working live, and then obviously here as well. So thank you so much for joining us. I just think this this is so much fun. I definitely like want to come up with a party and have you there. I just like, what a unique thing, you know?
Yes, and that's what I try to encourage people to know. Like, it doesn't have to be a huge event.
Okay.
It could, like, I did a derby party of 30 people, and it was so fun. Everything was themed. They took their photo when they came in, and when they left, they got to take something special of their wonderful outfits, which was a wonderful memory for them.
That's a good point.
That's a new thing I'm going to start doing. I really look forward to doing maybe some brunch events and things like that. Started working with Mixed Fillings, Miss Natasha that does the pies.
So good.
The Greenhouse Cafe, I've talked to them a little bit about the opportunities of putting food as a still life or doing the beautiful plants as a still life. And you know, you can have your extra whatever on the side, and you get to have a little time for yourself. Watercolor.
Very cool.
Painting live is getting comfortable with making mistakes in front of everybody.
Right.
I've been taught that it's just art is just a series of corrected mistakes.
Happy little accident.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Great to see you and great work. And we'll be right back.
Allergies aren't fun for anyone, especially when they work their way into your home. A professional air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer can dramatically improve indoor air quality and significantly reduce indoor allergens. Installing Restore, our whole home purification system, will even help prevent the spread of airborne viruses and bacteria. Call or go online to book a free inspection today. Your home isn't clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
What was that? Oops. My bad. You wouldn't have a clown on your SWAT team. Just like you wouldn't have anyone but Morgan & Morgan handle your injury case. With over $30 billion recovered for our clients, there's a reason to go big. We'll get them next time. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
It starts 10 a.m. Friday. The Rooms to Go 3-day warehouse and clearance sale at our Avenues outlet. Discover thousands of in-stock pieces priced to sell fast. In all furniture categories, you can take home the same day. This weekend, save up to 25% off our low outlet prices. Shop early for the best selection on amazing in-store warehouse deals before they're gone. That's the Rooms to Go 3-day warehouse and clearance sale at our Avenues outlet, 11030 Phillips Highway.
So what day is the meeting? Fun day. Monday. It's fun.
With daily draw games starting at $1, every day shall henceforth be known as Fun Day.
So fun day Tuesday, fun day Wednesday. Fun day, fun day.
Fun day?
Every day's fun day with Pick Games, featuring drawings twice a day. The Florida Lottery. It's good fun.
Every game benefits education.
I'm Keena, and I'm proud to present to you our team here at Riverside Dental and Implant Center. Dr. Spencer?
There's only one thing we care about here. What do you want, and how can we help you get it? That's what we do. That's our culture for over 40 years now. No games.
So for full arch implants or whatever you need, call us, 1-800-NEW-TEETH, for a free consultation. That's 1-800-NEW-TEETH.
Why us? Because we really do care.
What brings families closer? Long walks on endless beaches? Learning history together? Or just spending some quiet time in nature? Get more out of your next family vacation in St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, and the beaches. Welcome to the new world.
All right, well, the weekend is almost here. We can feel it, can you? We are taking a look at all the weekend events that you can do right here across the First Coast. David, get us started.
All right, well, we still have football on the First Coast, baby. The Jacksonville Sharks will be taking on the Fishers Freight. Yeah, you heard that right. That is their team name. That's kind of weird. Kickoff is set for this Saturday at 7 at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. For ticket information, head over to jackssharks.com. Oh, and the Sharks are on a 6-game win streak.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And we did go to one of their games. It was so much fun.
It's a great time. The
Yeah,
tickets start at $15, so it's an amazing time out.
Yeah, arena football is really exciting. All right, well, we also have some soccer on the First Coast. Sporting Jacks will be taking on the Brooklyn FC. Game time starts at 2 p.m. on Sunday over at Hodges Stadium. If you're looking for ticket info, just head over to sportingjacks.com.
That's right, and you can also watch the Sporting Jacks on this channel, and you can learn a little bit more about the team, so that's pretty cool. All right, guys, this Saturday, the St. John's Town Center will host a military recruiting fair from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. along River City Drive. Guests can meet recruiters from the United States Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines, along with local law enforcement agencies, to learn about career opportunities and hands-on training experiences. Participating retailers will also offer special military discounts and promotions, all part of Military Appreciation Month. That's pretty cool. The hands-on training experiences.
Yeah,
I would like to try that. That's right up my alley.
Yeah, I think it's great. They've been doing something all month long, too, at the Town Center to give back to the troops there. And with hit songs like Black and Yellow and We Them Boys, rapper Wiz Khalifa will be rocking the stage tonight at Decca Live. But hurry, tickets are selling fast. Just head over to DeccaLive.com for that. Again, I mean, Evan, the owner, has been doing great things. He's getting some big names.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. So if you listen, you better, that show might already be sold out. So go check out tickets.
Go check it out.
I would imagine.
And it's actually kind of funny. I'm wearing this green dress, and I was inspired by the Pickle Factory. Check this out. So excited to bring you to the Pickle Factory in St. Augustine. I'm here with the co-founder, Charlotte Zabari. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thanks, Jordan. Glad you're here.
This is so cool. I mean, when you walk in, it's all things pickle, whether you want to eat it or maybe put it in your hair. I don't know. They've got so many things here. So first of all, tell us about the Pickle Factory and why you chose St. Augustine for your second location.
Sure thing. Well, we have our store in Jax. It's been doing really well, and we found just this incredible building here in uptown neighborhood of St. Augustine on San Marco Avenue, and it's just like the perfect environment for the Pickle Factory. So it was really like a building-led thing, and yeah, that was a few months ago, and now our location is newly open. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Thanks. And so what can people expect when they walk in?
So it's going to be just like a visual extravaganza of, yes, all things pickles. Of course, we have literal pickles, and then we've got pickle accessories, pickle apparel. I always say if you can put a pickle on it, we sell it in the store. So yeah, it's pretty fun.
And so why would you say folks need to add this to their bucket list when they come to St. Augustine?
Well, we really truly are the world's first and only pickle superstore.
Really?
Yes. So yeah, there isn't another place quite like the Pickle Factory. Yeah, we're obsessed with pickles, and I think we have more pickle product than anywhere on the planet. So for that reason alone, I would say it's definitely worth the trip.
Okay, well, I have to ask, why pickles? Why was that your specialty, or pickled items? Because it's even more than just pickles.
Sure thing. Yeah. Well, originally our first brand was All of My Pickle, which is a fermented food line, and so we've been doing pickles for a good 15, 16 years in the area here. And then we got the opportunity to open the store, and originally it was just a place where we were going to sell All of My Pickle. But in the process of opening, we realized, okay, we have something a little bigger and better than just that, and here we are with Pickle Factory.
And by the way, she has brought multiple things for us to try, but the olives are amazing.
Yeah, the olives are also great. Huge. Yes, yeah. And that's at the Pickle Factory, we sell pickles, but we have pickle adjacent items too that make sense on the plate with the pickle, like olives and cheese and charcuterie things. So yeah, plenty of grocery variety.
And it seems like you even have like the sauerkraut and the kimchi.
Yeah.
And live brine. Tell everyone what that is.
Sure. Okay, so that's our line of pickle juice, and they're all different colors and flavors, and they're beautiful, and they're all naturally colored.
If folks are a little intimidated, can they try some of your items before they buy?
Definitely, we get it, we understand, we hear you. So yeah, we have a tasting bar, and we're tasting and sampling. We're open 7 days a week and sampling at the tasting bar. We want people to be able to try. If we can sample it here, you can try it. Yeah, yeah.
And in terms of accessories, I mean, there's books, there's clothing, the accessories, like you mentioned, little bags. I mean, it is like heaven for gift giving, I think. What would you say are some of your best sellers?
Sure. Well, a lot of kids of all ages love the novelty products, like the Squeaky Pickles. I would say the pickle candy does well, especially the taffy. Yeah, that's like a must-have at the Pickle Factory. So, you know, toys. There's pet toys. We actually sold out of our pet toys over grand opening weekend. Yeah, who'd have thought? But yeah, pets are pickle people too. That's what we say. Yeah.
That's right. And Professor Mead, as we call him, he was eyeing the popcorn.
Oh yeah, the popcorn's a hit. Yep.
And the pickle pillows.
Pickle pillows.
So cute here.
It goes on and on.
And then I noticed out front too, where you park, there's like a little gaming area.
Yeah, we want the family to come out and hang and sit in the shade, have a pickle on a stick. Like, you know, you came all this way, you may as well hang out for a while. So that's what we call the yard. And there's games out there, and it's just there's a little like mini truck, and you can take pictures in front of. So yeah, it's a fun time.
All right, so you've got your new location in St. Augustine. Exactly what's the landmark you can tell folks?
Sure. So we're on San Marco Avenue, which is like the entryway corridor. If you know downtown, we're just a little bit north of that, but on that same main drag.
Well, I cannot wait to shop. Thank you so much for having me, and I'm definitely going to try some samples too.
For sure.
I think it's time for that. Let's head over here.
Okay.
I'm Brad. No, I'm Brad. No, you're Justin. Is the thought of selling your property this confusing? We're prime buyers and twin brothers, making it easy to sell your house for cash. We've dealt with every situation: rundown rentals, serious repairs, foreclosure, divorce, family disputes. You don't need to fix a thing. So before you call a realtor, save the commission and let's talk. I think we may be the right property buyer for you. Call Prime Buyers at 904-267-0000.
I applied for disability. They denied me. They didn't care about my illness. I seen commercials about Morgan & Morgan. So I asked them, I said, what's the process? They said, we don't take no money till you win. That's when I said, you know what? I may have a chance. You guys are for the people.
It's Bear's Memorial Day sale. Discover top mattress brands all in one place. Save up to $1,000 on mattress sets. Plus, get a $75 MasterCard reward on a Beautyrest Black purchase. Customize your comfort with an adjustable motion base and rest easy with our 90-day sleep trial. With free old mattress removal and fast delivery, you'll sleep like a bear in no time. Bears, quality furnishings and interior design.
It's about time.
I had a true partner in my health, that my aches and pains aren't dismissed as part of getting older.
That my health needs aren't treated the same way
as mine.
With Conviva Care Center, it's about time.
More one-on-one time.
Actually, 50% more time with my doctor.
So I can ask all my questions.
And get the answers I need.
I have a whole team of experts
working together to develop a plan
that treats all of me and takes a proactive approach
to help me be my healthiest.
I can even get a same-day appointment, and it's close to home.
Conviva's been taking care of seniors for more than 50 years.
They take the time to know me and what I love to do with my time.
And they help me feel my best to do it.
Finally, a doctor and care team who are focused on what's right for me.
For me.
For me. For me.
At Conviva, our time is spent making sure you make the most of yours. Schedule a tour today.
I'm proud to live in a city that sticks together on and off the field. That's what Butler Toyota is all about. We're stuck on our customers in the best way. Butler Toyota, stuck on you.
All right, David, the finished product.
That's
my
amazing.
dogs, Brody and Walter.
That is so good.
She did such a good job. Artbyamy.net. Make sure you check her out. She does the private parties, nonprofit weddings, corporate events, whatever, and she's at the market. So.
We're right there.
Yeah, and then we put ours up there in the. You see right there, the white frame.
It's great.
That's.
All right. Well, thank you so very much for joining us today. We're going to have a great show for you tomorrow.